Good morning, students. Welcome to online class, history class. So, which lesson we are learning? You know? Yes, history second lesson, is it? The world between two world wars lesson I am teaching. Okay, this is the last day for this lesson. Okay, so the last class, what are the things we learned? Yes, the last class, what are the things we learned in the sense of decolonization in India? Yes, decolonization in India we learned. Then anti-colonial movements in Africa also we learned. In that only I told Boer Wars. Then nationalist politics in South Africa. Yes, the racist policy against the blacks. Essay questions also there like that. And I ask you to mark. Is it, children? Yes. So today, which one we are going to learn in the sense 2.5. 2.5, page number 22. You can take it. Page number 22. 2.5, under that political developments in South America. Political developments in South America we are going to learn. In this, we are going to learn about the civilizations of America. Before that, America, it was discovered by everyone, knows very well. America was discovered by Christopher Columbus on October 4, 1492. Okay, October 4, 1492 only. Christopher Columbus was discovered America. Yes, here in the first para, what is given in the sense, before the European discovery of America. Yes, before the discovery of America, what happened? So, before 1492, what happened? Before 1492, what happened? So, three centers of civilization was existed. Yes, the three centers of civilizations were existed. What are the civilization? Yes, what are the civilization in the sense? Mayan civilization, Aztec civilization and Inca civilization. These three civilizations, were existed in America. So that only they are given in the first para. Before the European discovery of America, there were three centers of civilizations were there. Aztec civilization, Mayan civilization, and one more, what is that? Inca civilization. Okay, so where it was existed in the sense, it was existed in Mexico in Central America and in Peru in South America. So in these two areas, three civilizations were existed. Okay, so you can listen, children. Here, that the second line, what is given in the sense, the Maya, the three civilizations were highly advanced, highly developed. Advanced in the sense, what is the meaning? Developed. Okay, so highly developed, otherwise highly advanced, like that also we can tell. So there were several states in each of these areas of civilization. In each civilization, there were several states were there. Yes, well organized and strong governments existed. What is meant by existed in the sense it was there? Yes, it was well organized and strong governments were found. Like that also we can tell, children. Around 11th century, what happened in the sense, large cities formed into a League of Moabin. Yes, League of Moabin. Yes, nearly over more than 100 years. The League of Moabin, was existed, otherwise lasted, like that they are telling. Nearly more than 100 years, it was there, it was existed. Yes, which one? Moabin civilization. There were three civilizations, children, in America before the discovery of Europeans. Okay, before the discovery of America, yes, before the discovery of America, there were three civilizations were there. Maya civilization, Inca civilization, and Aztec civilization. Okay, so it was three civilizations also were highly developed, otherwise highly advanced, like that they are telling. Moreover, in each civilizations there were, the states were there, like that they are telling. Okay, then well organized, strong governments also found, like that they are telling. Then around 11th century, what happened in the sense, large cities, they were formed into a League of Moabin, like that it is given, children. Nearly, more than 100 years, the League of Moabin was existed, like that they are telling. Though Moabin was destroyed. Destroyed, what is the meaning in the sense? Distracted. Okay, demolished, this is the meaning. Destroyed, what is the meaning? Destroyed, what is the meaning in the sense? Destroyed in the sense demolished. Okay, distracted. Okay, so decayed. towards the close of the 12th century. So towards the close of the 12th century, which civilization was destructed? Mayaban civilization. One word answer. Other cities, continued. Yes, other cities continued. Aztec. Yes, then Aztecs, Aztecs, from where they came, in the sense from Mexico they came and conquered the Mayan civilization, Maya country in the 14th century. Aztecs, they came from Mexico, and those people, they were captured the Mayan country in the 14th century and founded their capital city. Yes, their capital city, namely Tenochtitlan. Tenochtitlan. For nearly 200 years, the Aztecs ruled over the empire. Yes, Aztecs, nearly 200, more than 200 years, they were ruled their empire like that. They are telling their capital Tenochtitlan. Okay, so this much only it is given here, children. Mayas and Aztecs para, this much only it is given. Okay, so the next para, what is given? Yes, before that, I am going to show the pictures. Okay, so this is, found in the Mayan civilization. This is one of the pyramid, okay, which was situated in the Mayan civilization, La Danta pyramid. Okay, so pyramid picture, it is not given in your picture, that book. Okay, you can check it. This is one of the example of the Mayan civilization. Is one of the example for the art and architecture of the Mayaban civilization. Okay, children. Yes. The next, what is given in the sense, this is the capital city, Tenochtitlan. Okay, the Aztecs, capital city, Tenochtitlan. Here only nearly more than 200 years, they were ruled over this place. Okay, so like that, it is given in your book, children. Okay, so the next one, what is given? Next one, what is given in the sense, this is the Aztecs empire. Okay, nearly 200 years, they were ruled over, Aztecs empire. You can check it, the construction, everything. So, it's mature. The next, what is given, European colonization and its impact. Impact in the sense, effect. Okay, impact in the sense, what is that? Effect in the 16th century. Yes, 16th century in the sense, which year, 1519, around 1519. Yes, Aztecs, they were developed. Okay, so Aztecs, they were at their height, like that it is given. I am telling, when they are in the top position. Yes, when they are in the top, Aztecs, they were captured, the Mayaban civilization, just before I told. Tenochtitlan was their capital, like that and all, I said just before. So this Aztecs people, when they were developed, when they were in the top position, the whole empire was collapsed. The whole empire was collapsed. Yes, by a Spaniard. Okay, Spaniard name, what is that in the sense? Hernan Cortes. Hernan Cortes. Yes, Hernan Cortes. This person only was responsible for the destruction of Aztec empire. Okay, Hernan Cortes. Then after the completion of this para, I will show his picture. Okay, children. Yes, that Mexican civilization was collapsed. Mexican civilization in the sense, the Aztecs empire. Because Aztecs, just before the last para, I said Aztecs, they came from Mexico, like that. I said, is it? So, Mexican civilization, totally it was collapsed, distracted, demolished. So, with it, the great city of Tenochtitlan also perished. Perished in the sense, what is that? Demolished. Okay, destroyed. That is the meaning. This is one of the world's worst genocide. Genocide in the sense, that's one of the worst murder, one of the worst assassination, atrocity, like that we can take the meaning. Okay, then other famous conqueror who in the sense, Francisco Pizarro. Okay, Francisco Pizarro, this person, he belongs to Spain. Yes, he belongs to Spain. Okay, so he belongs to Spain. He led the conquest of the Inca Empire. Yes, Inca, the last empire, namely Inca. So, Inca was conquered by whom? In the sense, the Spaniard. Okay, Spaniard person name, Francisco Pizarro. Yes, one word answer. Francisco Pizarro was responsible for the conquest of the Inca Empire. Okay, so later the Spaniards, made Peru a part of their dominion. Part of the dominion in the sense, what is the meaning? Territory. Their territory. Okay, so their place. So that's a meaning. So now I am going to show the picture, children. Hernan Cortes picture. It is not given in your book. Hernan Cortes, he was responsible for this man, he belongs to Spain. Okay, he belongs to Spain. Yes, when the Aztec Empire, was in the top position, this man only was responsible for the destruction of the Aztec empire. So Hernan Cortes picture I will show. The next personality, Francisco Pizarro. So this person only was responsible for the conquest of Inca empire. Inca empire. Okay. So the next you can check it. This man only, Hernan Cortes. Yes, Hernan Cortes. This man, you know what he did? He belongs to Spain. Yes, he belongs to Spain. He was distracted the Aztec empire. Okay, so that's a thing. The next one, Francisco Pizarro. This man, you know, he was the, you know, the Spanish people, Spanish person. Okay, Spaniard, like that we can tell. Francisco Pizarro. This man was responsible for the conquest of the Inca empire. Yes, just before only when I started the lesson, I told there were three civilizations were found in America. Okay, so what are the civilizations in the sense? Mayan civilization, Inca civilization, Aztec civilization. Mayan civilization, Inca civilization, Aztec civilization, like that I said, children. Okay, so this man was responsible for the destruction of Inca empire. Okay, yes, the next para, what it is given in the sense, in your book it is given, children. By the later 18th century, yes, the demand, okay, the people were demanded for the political freedom. Okay, the people were demanded for the political freedom, administrative autonomy. Yes, autonomy in the sense right. Okay, administrative rights, economic self-determination was articulated. Articulated in the sense, what is the meaning, you know? Joint. Okay, joint, that is the meaning, joint throughout Latin America. Yes, so the people were started to fight for the political freedom, administrative autonomy and economic self-determination. It was articulated in the sense joined throughout Latin America. Yes, there were bloody conflicts. It's very, very important, children. There were bloody conflicts between Haitian slaves. Haiti in the sense that's an island belongs to America. Okay, so there were bloody conflicts between Haitian slaves, colonists, with the armies of British and the French colonizers. Okay, so you know that French and British people in one side, another side, you know, Haitian slaves as well as the colonist. Okay, so these struggles, who was responsible? Yes, one person name, you know, Toussaint. See, it is given here. These struggles led by the Toussaint Louverture. Yes, how to pronounce in the sense? Toussaint Louverture. Yes, so during 1791 to 1804. Yes, it ended in the Haitian people. So at the end of the struggle, you know, who got independence? Haiti people, the island Haiti people, you know, got independence from the colonial control of France. So Haiti became a first Caribbean country. It was a first Caribbean country to throw off the slavery and French colonial control. Yes, it was under the control of the France. So who was responsible for reformation? Who was responsible? Toussaint Louverture. This man only was responsible for the for freedom of Haiti. Haiti is the name of the place, name of the island. It is located in America. Okay, the Haiti slaves as well as the colonist people with the armies of British and France only, they fought together. Okay, so these struggles, who led by, in the sense, Tauzian Louverture. This person only, that led that war. Otherwise, this during the time, which year, in the sense, 1791 to 1804. Yes, 1804. Finally, at the end of this battle, what happened, in the sense, that Haiti people got independence. Okay, they came out from the control of France, like that they are telling. So moreover, one more point also they are telling. What is that, in the sense, Haiti thus became the first Caribbean country to throw off slavery and French colonial control. Okay, so like that they are telling, children. The next, what is given, in the sense, next one, children. Next, this personality. Okay, so this is the man. Okay, this man was responsible for the freedom of Haiti. Okay, so Tauziant, yes, Louverture, yes, a lover of liberty, like that it is given now. This is the man. Okay, so the next personality. Next, what is given, in the sense, the impact of, yes, impact of Napoleonic invasion of Spain and Portugal. Yes, this man, first picture, it is given in your book also, page number 23. You can check it, children. Simon Bolivar. And then second personality, Petra. Okay, Petro first. So impact of, under this impact of a Napoleonic invasion of Spain and Portugal, what are the things are given? We can check it, children. We can check it. The American and the French. So American Revolution. Yes, American Revolution, when it was took place, in the sense, American Revolution 1765. Yes, 1765 to 1783. Yes, American Revolution, when it was occurred, 1765 to 1783 it was occurred. Okay, likewise, that French Revolutions, which year, in the sense, 1789 it was started. Okay, so these are the years of the revolution, American as well as the French Revolution. This American and French Revolution provided inspiration. So the Latin Americans got the inspiration from the French Revolution and the American Revolution. That's a thing. Then the Napoleonic invasion of Spain. Napoleon, he belongs to France. Okay, he invaded Spain and Portugal in the year 1808. So what is that, in the sense, Napoleon, he was captured, otherwise invaded. Okay, invaded in the sense, what is the meaning? Waged war. Okay, waged war against Spain and Portugal in the year 1808. It quickened the process of liberation struggle. Liberation struggle, what is the meaning? Freedom struggle in South America. Okay, so already that is spirit of independence, yes, spirit of freedom, otherwise spirit of independence, was growing under the leadership of Simon Bolivar. Simon Bolivar was otherwise known as, he was called as El Liberator. He called by this name El Liberator, the Liberator. Okay, El Liberator, otherwise the Liberator. Okay, so that is the name of whom? Name of this person who is Simon Bolivar. The next, what is given, like a story I am telling, children. Next, some points are given or some lines are given. What is the story, in the sense, Portugal. Yes, Portugal was captured by Napoleon. You know very well, just before only I said Napoleon belongs to France, like that I said. Is it? Napoleon belongs to France. So Portugal was captured by Napoleon. So Portuguese royal family members, they fled from Lisbon. Here it is given. Okay, it is given. See, Portugal family members, royal family members, they fled in the sense, ran away. Fled, what is the meaning? Ran away from Lisbon. Lisbon, in the sense, that's the capital of Portugal. Okay, Portugal. Okay, so and thereby assisted the transition of it. So what is that story, in the sense, they were fled from the royal family members, they were fled from Portugal. Okay, so otherwise Lisbon. So Brazil got independence. Okay, so what is that? What is the meaning? Brazil was under the control of the Portugal. Portugal was captured by Napoleon. So automatically who got independence? Brazil got independence. That's a story. Okay, so that's a thing. So who was responsible? Yes, who was responsible? Yes, Simon Bolivar was responsible for the freedom of Brazil. Moreover, who declared the independence of Brazil in the sense? Petra. Yes, Petra first. This person only, he renounced his claim. He renounced his throne, okay, to the Portuguese throne, declared the independence of Brazil. Declared the independence of Brazil. So this much only it is given, children, here. The next para, what is given, that Monroe Doctrine. Monroe Doctrine. This one, it was declared by, otherwise, it was introduced by James Monroe. Yes, he was the President of United States of America. United States of America around 1815. Around 1815. Okay. So here what is given in the sense, the fight for independence intensified. What is meant by intensified? In the sense increased. Okay, increased. So which time, otherwise what time, which year that intention for independence increased in the sense after the death of Napoleon. After the death of Napoleon. So which year he died, in which battle he died, in the sense, in your book, it is given 1815, like that it is given. 1815, which battle? In the sense, Battle of Waterloo. Battle of Waterloo. Yes, Waterloo battle only he died. Yes, who died? Napoleon died. Battle of Waterloo. Okay, L-O-O. Okay, Battle of Waterloo. In that year 1815 it was occurred. In that battle Napoleon died. After that Napoleon death only, the fight for independence was increased. But Monroe, yes, he was the President of United States of America. He declared, okay, he declared his famous doctrine, Monroe Doctrine, I am going to tell. Okay, he issued the doctrine, namely Monroe Doctrine. He declared that if, it's very, very important, children, listen carefully. If Europeans interfered anywhere in America, north or south, it would be considered as a waging war against the United States. Yes, so no one should interfere America. If anybody, whether north or south, like that, it is given in the Monroe Doctrine. If anybody interfere in America, in the sense, it would be considered as a, it would be considered as a waging war against the United States, like that it was given in the Monroe Doctrine. Okay, so this threat, okay, so threat, the meaning, is it fear? Okay, so threat, frightened the European powers. So that day onwards, no one interfered in America. Okay, so no European powers, interfered in America. Okay, so that's the thing. 1830, around 1830, the whole of South America was free from the European domination. This is very, very important, children. One word answer. Around 1830. Okay, by 1830 is the whole of South America. Whole of South America, it was free from the European domination. So such a way, listen, that next sentence is very, very important, children. It's very interesting. Thus the US, United States, protected the South American republics from Europe, but there was no one to protect them from the protector. That was who? United States. Okay, no one to protect, but no one to protect them from them, in the sense, no one can protect the South America from the protector, that is United States of America. Okay, so that's the thing, children. So here it is very important. 1815, one word answer. 1815, in the sense, that is the Battle of Waterloo. In that battle only, who died? In the sense, Napoleon died. Okay, so that time Monroe, he was the President of United States of America. He prepared the doctrine. Yes, that doctrine was known as Monroe Doctrine. Yes, Monroe Doctrine. So in that doctrine, what he declared, in the sense, if Europeans interfered anywhere in America, north or south, it would be amount. Otherwise, it would consider as a waging war against the United States. Yes, so this threat, threatened. Okay, this threat, frightened. It was threatened the European powers. This declaration threatened the European powers. Yes, by year, 1830. Yes, 1830, the whole of South America was free from the European control. Yes, so this much only it is given. This is the Monroe Doctrine. The next one, what is given in the sense, children? So this personality, he was a president of United States of America, those time 1815, around 1815, 1830, that time and all. Okay, James Monroe. Okay, James Monroe. Yes, children? Yes, the next personality, next one, what is given in the sense? Disunity among the Latin American nationalist. Latin America, that Latin America, South American people, they got independence. Yes, from the control of the France, they were, totally they came out, but, they had a quarrel among themselves, as well as, some countries also, with some countries, France and Spain and Portugal, with them also they had a fight. Okay, regarding that only given in this para. Okay, so Latin American nationalists fought not only Spain and Portugal, but also with each other. Okay, so they had a fight among themselves. That's a meaning. Latin American nationalists fought not only Spain and Portugal, but also each other. In the year 1821, Central America seceded. What is mean by seceded? Separated. Seceded, what is the meaning? Separated. Yes, separated from Mexico. Okay, Central America seceded from where? From where? Central America seceded from Mexico. Central America seceded from Mexico. Seceded, what is the meaning? Separated. Later, 1839, Central America itself split into 5 republics. Okay, first it was seceded from Mexico. Okay, later it was Central America, it was divided into 5 republics. What are they in the sense? Costa Rica, El Salvador, okay, Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua. Yes, so these are the places. Okay, so Central America itself split into 5 republics: Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras and Nicaragua. Okay, then Uruguay, yes, one of the South American state. Uruguay split from Brazil in the year 1828. In the year 1830, Venezuela and Ecuador, that's a country name, Ecuador, seceded in the sense separated from Gran Colombia. Gran Colombia. The republics were created by Bolivar. Yes, Bolivar in the sense which? Simon Bolivar. Simon Bolivar. Okay, 1830, Venezuela and Ecuador. Okay, Ecuador seceded from Gran Colombia. Yes, that one, it was created by Simon Bolivar, like that they are telling. Okay, children. Yes, in the map itself, you can find out in your book, it is given. Clearly, it is given, children. The South American, the Latin American countries, otherwise South American countries. Okay, here it is given. Yes, some countries, it was came out from the Central America, like that. We saw, it's just before I read now. Yes, so what are the countries in the sense? Guatemala. Yes, Guatemala. Yes, Guatemala, this is the country. Then next one, El Salvador and Nicaragua. This is the place. 3 countries were there. The next one, what are the countries? Costa Rica. Yes, Costa Rica and Honduras. Costa Rica and Honduras. So these are the 5 states, that belongs to Central America. It was divided themselves like that. It was divided among themselves like that. I said, no, that is the country's name. Okay, so here, you can check it. Uruguay is there. Uruguay. Yes, just before I said, is it Uruguay? Which year it came out? Uruguay split from Brazil in the year 1828, like that I said. 1828, Uruguay. Yes, Uruguay. Then next one, Venezuela and Ecuador. Yes, Venezuela and Ecuador. So Venezuela and Ecuador also seceded from Gran Colombia. Yes, Gran Colombia. So Venezuela is here, nearby that only. Yes, which one is there? Ecuador is there. Yes, Ecuador is there. So these 2 countries, they came out, otherwise they were seceded. Seceded in the sense separated from the Gran Colombia. So this much only it is given, children, here. The next one, what is given in the sense? U.S. imperial interest. U.S. imperial interest. Okay, U.S. imperial interest in the sense, United States of America, they had some interest. Okay, they had some interest over other countries. Yes, what is that? We can check this para. Okay, at the early period, in your book it is given dawn, like that. Dawn in the sense, early morning. So here, initial stage of the 20th century. Okay, initial stage of the 20th century, what happened in the sense the United States of America, they had occupied Cuba and Puerto Rico. Yes, Puerto Rico, Cuba and Puerto Rico after defeating the Spanish in the year 1898. These people, what they did in the sense United States of America, they were captured Cuba and Puerto Rico. Yes, after defeating whom? Spanish people. Okay, Spaniards. Okay, in the year 1898. So from 1898 to 1902, Cuba was under the control of United States of America. Okay, here it is given. United States military rule, like that it is given. So Cuba was under them, under the United States of America. When the Americans finally left, okay, left, they retained. Yes, when they left from Cuba, they retained. What is the meaning? In the sense keep. Okay, keep. They kept a naval station in Cuba. So that time, then only they can often interfere. They can interfere in the affairs of Cuba. That's what what was their plan? Yes, in order to check Cuba, this Americans, what they did, American government, they were kept a naval station in Cuba. Naval station in Cuba. Okay. So the next one, the Roosevelt. Yes, Roosevelt, who in the sense, that Theodore Roosevelt. Theodore Roosevelt, he was the president of United States of America in those time. Okay, he made an important amendment. Amendment in the sense, what is that? Changes. Okay, changes to the doctrine in the year 1904. In the year 1904, he made some changes. Which doctrine he is making changes in the sense? In the Monroe Doctrine. So it authorized United States intervention in Latin America in order to maintain order. Yes, how he concluded in the sense, in order to maintain peace and order only, we are interfering in the South American countries. We are interfering in the Latin American countries. Like that, he was telling. Okay, who? The Theodore Roosevelt. After effecting this amendment, the US became the dominant influence, not only politically but also in the economically also. They were interfered in the Cuba. Okay, so Cuba history, what is given in the sense here, in the early period of the 20th century, okay, the United States of America occupied Cuba. Yes, in the, for example, in Cuba as well as Puerto Rico. Okay, Cuba as well as Puerto Rico. Yes, after defeating the Spain people. Okay, after defeating the Spaniards. Okay, in the year 1898. Yes, 1898 to 1902, Cuba was under the control of the United States of America. Yes, when they left from Cuba, they kept here. Yes, kept, instead of that, one word is given, retained. Retained in the sense, what is the meaning? Kept. Okay, so they kept a naval station. Naval station. And then only they can often, they can check Cuba. They can interfere in the affairs of Cuba. So that's what, they kept a naval station, okay, in Cuba. So Roosevelt, what he announced in the sense, he made some changes in the Monroe Doctrine in the year 1904. Yes, in the year 1904, he made some changes in the Monroe Doctrine. As per that, what he was telling in the sense, that in order to maintain order only, in order to maintain order in the Latin American countries. Okay, so we are going to do this and that. Yes, that's what we kept a naval station, like that he was telling. So after effecting this amendment, the US became the dominant influence, not only politically as well, economically also influence was there. American influence was there in the Latin American countries. Okay, so the next, what is given in the sense, the last one, this personality only, Theodore Roosevelt, he only made changes in the Monroe Doctrine in the year 1904. Okay, so he was telling what he told. Yes, what he told the children, in order to maintain order, in order to maintain peace and security. Yes, that's what we are interfering in the Latin American countries, like that. Yes, Latin American countries, like that. Okay, the next one, Great Depression in South America. You know very well. Is it a Great Depression? That when I started this lesson itself, I was telling there are Great Depression when it was occurred in the sense 1929 in the United States of America. It was occurred like that. I said, is it? Yes. So the situation created already here. Problem was there in South America. So that time the people met the Great Depression also. So it made it impossible for oligarchic regime. Okay, oligarchic regime, what is meant by oligarchic regime? In the sense, that a small group of people having control of a country, that is the oligarchy. Yes, one or two members used to rule, no, that particular country. So those people, it's very for them it's very difficult to accommodate the rising expectations of several assertive groups. Okay, so some groups, they used to tell this expectations are there, these are the modifications you have to do, like that and all they used to tell. So that time, the oligarchic regime, in the sense, they couldn't fulfill everything. So that's a problem. That was a problem. In Mexico, there was a violent social protest was there. Okay, so involving dissatisfied segments of the oligarchy, in the sense, just before I said, a small group of people having control of a country. Yes, then the next, middle class people, as well as the intellectuals. Okay, intellectuals and that the peasant communities. Okay, peasants also, they were suffered a lot, like they are telling. Then another area, electoral reforms enabled new social groups, okay, to obtain the political power. They want the political power through the ballot box. Okay, through the ballot box, through the voting right now, they have to achieve, like that they were thought. Okay, that's a thing. The next one, Latin America. Okay, the last para, children. Last para, what is given in the sense, the Latin America protested in the sense, what is that? In the sense, they were against. Okay, Latin American countries, they were against the American intervention. Okay, so and they were disliked the dollar imperialism. What is meant by dollar imperialism? In the sense, the policy of United States of America in maintaining and dominating over the distant lands. Yes, distant lands through the economic aid. What is the meaning? In the sense, through the economic aid, the United States of America, they were helping the countries. Okay, they were helping the economically, they were helping. Okay, through that, they used to interfere in the affairs of the other countries. So that's a policy of dollar imperialism. It was totally disliked by the Latin American countries. Okay, so that's a thing. That is the dollar imperialism. Okay, so the opposition to the political intervention produced a change in the US policy after 1933. Yes, after 1933. Why it is given 1929 in America, Great Depression was there. Depression started. That time, who was the president? In the sense, Herbert Hoover was the president. The people, totally they were disliked the rule of Herbert Hoover. That's what, in the year 1933, March 4. Yes, March 4, 1933, they were selected the Franklin D. Roosevelt. So he became the president of United States of America. Yes, Franklin D. Roosevelt, what was his policy? In the sense, good neighbor policy. His policy, known as good neighbor policy, agreed that, okay, so his policy agreed that this man only, Franklin D. Roosevelt, you can check it, Franklin D. Roosevelt, this man, okay, then this man, okay, Franklin D. Roosevelt, he was the president of United States of America in the year 1933. Yes, 1933. 1932, they were conducted the election. 1932, they were conducted the election. Okay, 1933, he became the president of United States of America. Okay, the people were selected this person because his policy, New Deal policy. Okay, children. The next one, what is given in the sense, the last para is policy, good neighbor policy. His policy, good neighbor policy. So agreed that US would not interfere in the what he told in the sense, United States of America would not intervene in the internal affairs of any state and would give economic as well as technical help to the Latin America, like that. Who declared? Yes, Franklin D. Roosevelt declared. What he declared? Hereafter, the United States of America would not intervene in the internal affairs of any state. Yes, any state. Instead of that, it will give the economic as well as a technical assistance to the Latin America. Yes, like that. He was telling. Okay, he declared. Okay, that is the whose policy? Franklin D. Roosevelt's policy. Okay, so dollar imperialism, just before only I said, okay, describe the policy of the United States of America in maintaining and dominating over the distant lands through the economic aid. Through the economic aid, in the sense, what is that? Economic help. Through that, these people, the Americans, American government, they used to interfere in others' affairs. Okay, so that's a thing. It was disliked by the Latin Americans. Okay, so that's all, children. So we can mark the question answers, children. We can mark the question answers. The fill in the blanks, you can mark it. First one, Pope is the answer. Already we marked. Pope is the answer. Second one, today's topic, Hernan Cortes. Hernan Cortes is the answer. Okay, the next one, third one, Spaniards. Third one, Spaniards. The next one, Roosevelt. Roosevelt. Franklin D. Roosevelt, like that it is not given now, that's what I confused. Franklin D. Roosevelt. A option. Okay. The next one, fifth one, Latin America. Okay. Next, what is given in the sense? Assertion answer, that is choose the correct statement. Choose the correct third, Roman letter 3. First one, you can check it, page number 25. Option D. Okay. Second one, option B. Third one, option A. Next one, match the following. Transvaal gold. 1. Tonking, guerrilla activities. 2. Guerrilla activities. Hindenburg, Germany. Third Reich, Hitler. Matteotti, Italy. Yes, match the following over, children. Then Roman letter 5, we marked all the answers excluding fourth and sixth one. We marked, excluding that, we marked everything. Question number 4, Roman letter 5, question number 4 I am telling. Question number 4, page number, you can write it, page number 21. First para, third line onwards, the Berlin Colonial Conference onwards, till 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth line, colonial powers. From the last third line, the Berlin Colonial Conference, year 1884 to 1885, resolved that Africa should be divided into spheres of influence of various colonial powers. That's all. 5-4. Yes. So 5-4 over. Then 5-6 we can mark dollar imperialism. This lesson, page number 24. The last page. 24. The blue color box is there now. Yes. Blue color box above the summary, blue color box, 4 lines are there, that one full. 5-4. Okay, children, already we marked the essay answers, everything. Okay, learn well for the home test. Lesson 1 you should be thorough. Okay, then only you can get full mark. After the completion of the first lesson, you need not wait for the teacher. You can learn second lesson. You can start learning the second lesson. Okay, the next one, the next class I will start the civics portion. Okay, civics lesson. I will start a civics lesson in the sense first lesson already over, I think so, when you are in 9th grade itself. Okay, second lesson, otherwise third lesson I will teach. Second or third lesson. Okay, children? Yes? Okay. Learn. Thank you.